Okay guys, welcome to school. This is going to be kind of a nice little video about a problem that I found on a movie I watched by Will Smith called Gemini Man. Highly recommended during these times of quarantining and basically being bored to death. So if you have a chance, please go ahead and watch it. It's a great little movie. But essentially, in this particular film, Will Smith is one of the deadliest assassins in the planet, and his first job, or at least the first kind of mission that we're introduced to, is this sort of job where he has an inside man in a moving train, and he has to kill a target right there. The train is already moving at a speed of 238 kilometers per second, and he locates the target with the help of his friend at 11 o'clock at some time equals 0. So at time 0, he locates the target, which is going to be 1,000 yards away. Thankfully, they have some sort of GPS locator on the target, so that's how they know that he's 1,000 yards away. Notice how I have the speed of his bullet at 2,730 feet per second, and the velocity of the train is given by the inside man to be 238 kilometers per hour. So already we have some unit mismatch that we want to go ahead and fix before trying anything else, right? Also, we know that it's 1,000 yards, and that's an easy fix. If we want to go ahead and work in feet per second, which is pretty much ideal, because you're going to have sort of a less percentage of error if you deal with like smaller units. So let's go ahead and change this 1,000 yards into feet. So 1,000 yards, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that unit. So 1 yard has 3 feet. So in total, we're going to have 3,000 feet. Okay, so let's go ahead and change that 1,000 to 3,000 feet. Alright, and the second thing we want to go ahead and do is change this 238 kilometers per hour. So we know, let's write some of the facts that we know. We know that 1 mile equals 1.6093 kilometers. We know that also 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. We also know, because we're dealing with hours, that 1 hour has 3,600 seconds. Okay, so knowing that, we're going to go ahead and do some dimensional analysis, and the way you do that is by setting up ratios just like this one right there. But this one, what I'm about to do is slightly a bit more complex. So let me go ahead and start. I'm going to choose my blue pen and go ahead. So 238 kilometers per hour times some ratio. The first unit that we want to get rid of is kilometers, right? So we're going to go ahead and put kilometers as a unit in the denominator, so we get rid of the numerator kilometers. Okay, so we know that 1 mile equals 1.6093, and then the other unit where we want to work with is feet, so we need to get rid of miles. So therefore we know that 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. And we want to get rid of hours, so we put it at the top. The 1 hour equals 3,600 seconds. Let me go ahead and erase this one right there, because we need to be really clear about the units that I am putting at the top and at the bottom. Now, if you go ahead and punch this into your calculator, you are going to get 216.9 feet per second. There's a little bit of more numbers after the 9, but we're going to go ahead and estimate it at 216.9 feet per second. So now we want to change this into 216.9 feet per second, and now we have units that basically only use feet and velocities that deal with feet per second. So right now we're okay. I'm going to go ahead and stop right here. This is going to be part A of the video, in which I deal with like the dimensional analysis, and then in the second part we're going to go ahead and talk about angles and distances and whether the Sharpshooter Will Smith was successful.